6 months.
He's got quite a few variations of a leg spinner. That one hit the seam and bounced just a wee bit more. Sikandar Raza bowls like that. Sunil Narayan started it for the spinners. It's a lovely ball. Didn't pick it. Yeah, that's much better. The practice shot is the one he should have been playing.
And this one going away from the right-hander. Very difficult to pick him, since he hides his grip while coming through. Ronnie Talukdar really needs to play a sensible knock. He's got the start.
Can't afford to lose another wicket here. Oh, that's on the pass. That's traveled all the way. One bounce over the fence. Meaty shot. Didn't miss out on the opportunity. 4 done, 31 for 1. Partnership of 19 of 15. Mehdi is not yet off the marks all. 19 runs to Ronnie Talukdar. Mustafizur, he aces it in T20 cricket. This is a wild one on the pads. Hit with a lot of power. Don't want to verbalize what he said, but obviously wasn't too happy. Goes for improvisation, finds the fence. That's good batting. Certainly everything is clicking for Sylhet.
Skipper Medyathan Miraj gets off the mark with a cheeky shot. Knew the fielder at fine leg was inside the circle. With a stock delivery from Mustafiz, just used the pace of the bowler. Anticipated really well. Plays together in the national side, so they know each other very well. That's great execution from Miraj.
Watch the ball very closely and stay low when you're trying to improvise in that fashion. Tries his hand again. That's gone up in the air, locked in the air, and he's taken his 4th time that Mustafizur has dismissed him. And you've got to say it's a soft dismissal in the end. When it works, it looks brilliant. When it doesn't, it looks pretty ordinary.
He was undone by another Mustafiz cutter. This is brilliant. He was outfoxed. Once again, he thought that there will be pace behind that ball. There wasn't any. Nicely taken in the end as well. Safe pair of hands. Skipper Miraj, after striking the boundary, has to take that long walk back. Sylhet, 35 for 2.
Imon has been absolutely on in this edition of Bashundra BPL. 82 matches, 10 50s, 200s. Batting with a lot of confidence. Could he have bailed out of this shot? Could he have created a different angle? This was bowled wider and a little slower. They got himself in a bit of a tangle. At least they're taking a good catch. Might be disappointed after hitting a 4. He lost his wicket, so Mustafizur once again striking early. 400 wickets in T20 cricket for Mustafizur. Average of 21, economy of 7.44. Ability to bowl with the new ball at the death. He's at a quickish pace with his seam on. That's why his cutters and slow deliveries, the variations become that much more difficult to handle.
The Rangpur Riders owners enjoying the proceedings here. At the moment, Rangpur Riders are dominating the proceedings. Just picked up the wicket of Mehdi Hasan Miraj. A slip in place for Parvez Iman.
It's the second Bangladeshi to take 400 wickets. Shakib Al Hasan got there before him. Sylhet Dagar a bit somber. 2 down for 35. Whatever happens, Bangladesh wins. That's the best thing about these leagues. BPL is Bangladesh's very own. It's a sharp bouncer. That's where he's so good and dangerous. So that seam-up delivery climbed at pace.
They're just trying to make a point about Sylhet Titans' top order. They tend to lose wickets in the power plays pretty frequently. In the second match they played against Noakhali, they were 39 for 3, chasing 144. Against Dhaka in the previous match, defending 173, they were 34 for 2. And once again, they're 35 for 2. They've got a good middle order, but they need that pace from the top orders as well.
Finds the fielder, he'd be disappointed. Action-packed first 5 overs done, it's 35 for 2.
Plenty of batting remaining in Sylhet Titans dugout. Afif Hussain Omar Zai was fantastic yesterday as Ethan Brooks, the hitter. By virtue of the highest wicket taker in the tournament so far, the Basundara Cement Bangladesh Premier League is into the attack. The 4th ball introduced by Rangpur Riders skipper Noor Hassan Chauhan. He's up against Ronnie T. Last over of the power play. Bodine! Nip Backer right on the money and Fahim Ashraf. He's back at where he does it best.
Wow, what a start from Ashraf. One good game with the ball, once a not so good game. But I'll tell you what a way to start your spell. A huge crowd in to watch. Great line, bit of a cross seam. Oh, nips back, keeps it a little low, and he knocks the stumps out. Oh, he's well happy with that. And unfortunately for the Titans, Ronnie, he has to go for 19, and the score now 35 for 3.
At number 5, Afif Hussain, 15 half centuries. He has got a work to do. Hey, Mushroof, that was a fantastic delivery. First delivery of his spell, right on the money. Beautiful length, the 6 to 10 meter length we were talking about. Enough movement.
And when we're talking about that length, this is what it does. You don't know whether to go forward or back. He's caught on the crease, gone nowhere, and the stumps have gone. But what a start from Raheen, top wicket taker in this BPL. And look at that length, perfect, right on the shoebox.
Top of our stop. Any bowlers of any fast bowlers' dreams, you hit the top of our stump, and 5 Mushroof was spot on. Hussain clips it towards square leg, off the mark with a single. But I like the fact that Nula Sanshawan is on the attack with a slip in place. He understands 5 Mushroof has the knack of picking up wickets.
You've got to be to go with it, attacking field. They're in the troubles now at 36 for 3. 2 batters just starting their innings. Zappi just come to the crease, face 1 ball. And Ahmad has only faced 4 balls, yet to get off the mark. So 2 new batters at the crease as well. The Rangpur Riders are on top.
So much to like about the bowling attack of Rangpur Riders. I thought Mustafiz, who picked up his 400th T20 wicket, dismissing Manius and Miraj, that was nicely set up. The previous delivery before the boundary, before the wicket was scored, the boundary delivery, it was quick, went 132.1, and the wicket-taking delivery dragged it down to 107.8. And I thought for a second, Goffey, that Manius and Miraj could have bailed out from the stroke when he saw the cutter was bowling, or in fact, try to play through the offside would have been a better choice. He already made up his mind. That's why Mustafizur Rahman is in demand in world cricket franchise when it comes to, and he earns the big bucks for the abilities of little things and subtle changes. Makes him great.
And the key to being an absolutely gun T20 bowler is watching the batter and being able to, at the last possible second, to change your delivery or line. And there's not many bowlers around the world have got that ability. And he has. And you're right, that's why he's much in demand. He can change just like that, his delivery and line. He watches the batters, and he did an excellent job.
2 straight. After the wicket-taking delivery, the next 4 deliveries by 5 Mushroof is pitching mid-leg and just continuing rather to left hand, as I thought, around the 4th on stump, nip away with a slip in place.
Absolutely, but I think that's sometimes the advantage when you go from bowling at right-handers to left-handers. It can be, some bowlers find it very difficult, especially when they first start bowling the spell. But look at the crowd we've got in tonight. Absolutely amazing. The noise in the build-up was quality. It's as good as I've seen.
Oh, bounce. That came out of nowhere. Ends the power play with an absolute perler. 39 for 3. Top order of the Sylhet Titans blown away with some fantastic bowling. Parvez and Afif in the middle. Umar Zai yet to come. And I reckon these 2 batters got to have the guts to go through. This was a perler. Back on the length and just slips up. And this is the length we've been talking about right throughout the tournament, Goffey.
Absolutely, just a touch of grass on that length.
It's just been confirmed. 2 is the call and comes back pretty easily. Parvez Hussain has been in super form, batting at number 4. The last delivery of 5 Mushroof was 8.8 length.
Well, off air, what did I say? Between 8.5 and 9, but here's some of the highlights. Here we go. The power play. Trying to hit down the ground. There you go. Caught in the deep. Not ideal. There we go. There's Fizzer into the attack. Already hit him before, tried to do it again, and that one, the pick of the balls for me. Ashraf's first delivery. Knocking over Ronnie with an absolute beauty. Mayer's back into the attack. Getting through his overs in his third over already.
Rangpur Riders have got good players in the bench as well. Sufyan Mukim, the left-arm spinner from Pakistan, was excellent in the first game. Picked up 3 wickets, 4 overs, 12 runs. Had to give away to Kyle Mayer's inclusion side. But I reckon the only reason I could think of Sufyan Mukim not playing yesterday's game and today's game, maybe because of due factor.
Absolutely, definitely 100% the due factor. And there's been a lot of it around. There he is. Absolutely, bowled well in the first game.
A slow ball into the pitch by Kyle Mayers. Sufyan Mukim, I'm pretty sure if it's a day game, he is a must in these surface.
I think the Rangpur Riders games come in, don't they, later on. They've got a few night games coming up, but as the tournament progresses, they might get more day games and where they'll come into play and get a bit more time.
Beaten. Changing his pace here, Kyle Mayers. Slow delivery, plenty of width. I thought Parvez Hossain missed out on a freebie.
He did indeed. But I think one thing that's definitely been noticeable today for me is, but in the last game, the Rangpur Riders bowled a lot of short and wide balls. They got cut and pulled too much. And I think it's definitely been in their plan tonight to get the ball as straight as possible. And if they're guilty of anything, it's probably just getting a little bit too straight. Because they don't want to give the opposition any width. As we've seen, any width on this pitch, and he just runs away for a boundary. Get bat on ball, quick outfield, it's 4 runs.
Good bouncer. Oh, called a wide delivery from Square. That was touch and go. And I thought probably the umpires got it right.
So, you don't expect it from Mayers, do you? But he's got the ability. His bounce is a lot quicker than his normal ball. He nearly hit his own toes, that one, to get it up. But good bumper. Always looks good. There you go.
Another wide down the leg side. That's an easy decision. I mean, you don't have pace as a medium pacer. You just have to play around with the slower deliveries and out bouncer just to keep the batsman honest at the crease. If not, the batsman probably will target. And Kyle Mayers, if the ball doesn't swing, this is where he has to find the plan B, plan C. That's not swung for him this evening. A single to end the 7th over, 46 for 3. Just 3 extras in the first 7 overs. Good discipline shown by the 4 bowlers being used so far for Rangpur Riders. Ali's Mustafizur, Ashraf, the successful bowlers. Mayers has bowled 3 overs, slightly on the expensive side. Sylhet Titans, they've got fans coming through and with big noises. Right throughout the tournament, they have been the most supported side, understandably the home side. With the good voices. Here comes Fahim Ashraf. Shot in the gap and goes to the boundary. Brings up the 50 as well for Sylhet Titans.
Well, this is why it's been one of the players of the tournament so far. Parvez Hossain banged in quickly onto it. Look how quick he gets onto it and played a wonderful shot through mid-wicket. As I said earlier, one of the guilty parties the other night, Rangpur Riders Was they ball too wide and short? And there you go again.
That's much better. I think in this sort of a pitch, you rather be full than being short. If you mean to bowl short, meaningfully bowl a bouncer rather than getting it dragged down. In between length, in these conditions, it's just the ideal and a perfect length.
Yeah, because there's no need to try and bowl a bumper. We've seen you have to bowl it short and get above the batter and it ends up being a wide. When you can bowl that back of a length between that, like I said, between that 6 and 9 metres, we've seen that's the area where you get a little bit of inconsistent bounce and too paced.
It should be just a single. Parvez Hossain Imran has been the man in form. Usually opens the batting, bats at number 4, and so far he has been brilliant in this BPL.
Yes, indeed. He's one of the players in the tournament for me. He plays all around the wicket. Good off the back foot, good off the front foot. As we've seen, what a mixture. And if you want to sweep as well, he's got everything. Oh, he's got power, he's got timing, he's got the technique, and he enjoys batting by the looks of it. Always plays with a smile on his face.
Parvez Hossain Imran is short in stature, but certainly backs a punch when he wants to go big. Takes a little technical differences as well as adjustment when you're batting, opening the batting and coming to number 4. But certainly looks like in this innings he's well on his way to surpass Najmul Hossain Shanto after the start he has got so far.
All 3 left-handers at the top. There you go. Shanto, Imran and Malan. Fantastic, eh? Just goes to show it's easier being left-hander when you bat. A lot easier, isn't it?
Shot. Oh, finds the field. That extra cover. David Malan on its way. It's not far better length by Fahim Ashraf. He'll play a key role. David Malan. A lot of questions were asked with what is the intensity, the mid-lowers in yesterday's game. He's a player. He probably want to get it right. Come today, Rangpur Riders on paper got everything going their way, the strong squad they got. But certainly need the senior players to step up after the defeat yesterday. Didn't know where it was, and Afif Hussain sends back Parvez Hossain Imran. I thought it was sensible. Header was gone, 52 for 3. Man in form, Azmatullah Marzai to follow at number 6, Ethan Brooks at 7, and then the bowlers for Sylhet Titans. Good to see Ibadat Hussain back in the fold. He's been out for a little while with injuries, and he'll be itching to get out there. One change for Rangpur Riders. Naheed Rana goes out, and Mrityunjay Joy Chowdhury. A very expensive economy rate at 8.54. I thought when this decision was made to leave out Naheed Rana, he's good running. Very, very good running. Both the batsmen off the block quickly. Comes for a second run. And Mrityunjay being into this side for today's game should have taken the new ball in my opinion.
Interesting shout. We'll soon see how it performs. Like I said, left-hander. We've seen left-handers with bat dominate. We saw Shariful earlier on today was outstanding. So you can see why they're coming into play. Very difficult to pick up, but lots of cutters into the pitch.
Shot. Holding his course for a boundary. Thought it was a decent delivery. Back of the lane, 134 clicks by Mrityunjay. And Afif Hussain, he backed the punch.
There you go. Welcome to the game. You've got yourself a game, but we're going to play some shots now. It's time to up the ante. And that is, look at that. Oh, I love it. They love leaving a pose. That's a fantastic shot over the top. Proper cricket shot down the ground. No cross bat. Full face to the cricket bat.
Change of pace straight away, going for the slow ball into the pitch. The reason why I said he should have taken the new ball, Goffey, looking at how Shariful Islam bowled in the first game with the left armer's angle, and usually with the left arm fast bowlers, they create an angle, it doesn't swing, and the conditions were ideal for a swing bowler, so maybe they missed a plot by not bowling Mrityunjoy. Goffey, you're a man who loves flowers?
I do like flowers. Probably half of me. I'll go down and say hello. You never know.
Pace. Surprise the batter. Trying to muscle the ball rather than making use of the pace of the ball.
But I'm a rose man, as you know, and I'm the white rose, not the red. Oh, this is a good delivery, actually. A little bit more into this. Tried a Yorker, but it ended up being a full toss. Rushed on to the batter. There you go, 133. But 134 is his quickest. Decent speed. Medium fast.
In the gap. And goes to the boundary. For a moment I thought the extra fielder was in play. Parvez Hossain Imam found the gap perfectly.
Yeah, good shot from a man. Really is. See, he's quick onto anything. You see the cross fingers cutting into the pitch. A little bit of width. You can't give, we keep talking about it, this pitch, nice and straight, back of a length. You can't give any width whatsoever, because that's what happens. It sits up and it says hit me. And Amon, with the form he's in, he's not going to miss out.
Ball name! Parvez Hossain Imam, I thought he misread the length. The shot was not on to play a horizontal shot. And Mrityunjoy, he strikes in his very first over.
Well, there we go. You get it straight and you ball that length and make it difficult for the opposition batter. And this is what happens. Perfect length. Nip back a little bit, hitting off stump, trying to pull a ball that had that on slightly uneven bounce. Look at the joy, the delight of getting a wicket. Welcome to the game. And unfortunately, the star man, Emon, has to go for 15, and it's now 63 for 4.
And also, after 9 overs, it's going to be the Bashundhara Cement strategic timeout. the end of the ninth over, I think Rangpur Riders will be the happiest side, especially seeing the back of Parvez Hussain Imam with the Mrityunjay striking gold. Ethan Brooks at number 6. A young man, relatively young. Lot to like about his character. In the field, he's a live wire, can be used with the bat. And I thought Parvez Hussain Imam, he set the length. Mrityunjay, he strikes goal. The nip back up, castling is all stopped.
Yeah, perfect length. Like I said, a little bit shorter than probably around that, say 8.5 meters again. But look at this, he doesn't get up. He tries to pull it. And it's a nice sight for a bowler. Look at the delight. That's what it's about when you take wickets. That's what it's all about. That's what you play the game for. The disappointment from the man in form.
I'm slightly surprised that Azmatul Umar Zai did not come to bat at number 6. He was superb. In the game against Dhaka, Capitals in a match-winning not out 50 of 24 deliveries. Probably holding him to be the finisher. And asking Ethan Brooks to play or try and bat deep into the innings with Afif Hussain.
Yeah, interesting. When you're getting the runs and you're in form. Sending in the youngster, not many games he's played. Got a talent, like I say, he's a live wire in the field. He was magnificent the other night in the field. Really electric fielder. He's going to deliver with a bat now for his team.
Kushtil Shah, the left arm spinner, into the attack. Handy all-rounder. The secret to this pitch, being a left arm spinner, which is not turning that much, is to bowl it slower on a good length rather than darting it in. Just like that. I think it's a lovely pace, and Ethan Brooks, the first couple of deliveries, it's interesting choice of strokes.
Absolutely. It's come straight in, hasn't it? 2 sweep shot, a reverse sweep. But I think you're right. The slower you bowl it, nice bit of flight. There is turn and bounce there.
Oh, close. If he had missed it, it would have been a very, very close one. Couple of runs toward final leg, but certainly taking a lot of risk, Ethan Brooks, early on in his innings.
Absolutely. Busy bee. It's in the wicket. It's come straight in. Have a look first, but yeah, trying to get outside the line of the stumps. Kushtil thought he was going to be close. Just got that inside edge. Wants away for a couple. Gets him off the mark.
2 reasons I can think of the way that Ethan Brooks has shown the intensity when it comes to his batting is that he doesn't know to build innings, he just wants to get out there and get on with things. Or tactically, Sylhet Titans wants a batsman to go out there and be aggressive.
I think he's coming to play hockey. Sweeping and reverse sweeping. Kushtil's having a word with him. Why did you hit me down the ground? Doesn't like it. There you go. Look, he's got in position early. Good technique, actually. Nothing wrong with it. Could frustrate the bowler, though. We know what spinners are like. The pressures.
Don't think Kushtil Shah did fancy how he's been treated in this over. Had a quiet chat with Ethan Brooks. Sensible by Afif Hussain. End of the 10th over. It's 68 for 4.
Starts and stops. That has been the feature of the top 4 here. Afif's looking good. Brooks is promising. Can they take the men in green to a defendable total? Mrityunjay Chaudhary. Slightly on the expensive side, but did what mattered. He's taken a wicket. Bowling from the Bosundhara cement end. Is the name of the game, and Nuristan Chauhan and the Rangpur Riders think tanks have got their tactics right in terms of the changes made to the side, the 11, and also the rotation of the bowlers, where everyone except for Kyle Mayers and Kuzdil Shah have taken a wicket. Pleasure to be sitting alongside Ramesh Raza. Very good evening to you.
Good evening to you. Ideal scenario after winning the toss. You've got to pick wickets in 70 for 4. Dewy conditions. Even though we had a clear day, but evenings are very different to morning sessions. I've got to admire the bowling effort here, the batting effort on that occasion. Simon, you aimlessly putting that one in the hands of the fielder at long off. Then a cute shot attempted from the corner. Kaun. Ronnie there got a good one, another one. Tried to play across the line, the ball didn't really bounce a great deal, but it was a clever piece of bowling, just varied the pace on it. It's the most difficult thing to do, rebuild in the middle phase. 9 of 10, most teams, most good batting units are taking off at this stage.
I think hence the wicket taken by Mrityunjay Chaudhary has made a lot of difference. The wicket of the batter in form, in Parvez Hussain Imon, is looking good again today, 15 of 19. Speaking of the conditions, Ramesh bhai, the years you've played the game and called the game for so many years, the experience you have. You know, you mentioned the clear day, the sky is clear, the moon was visible. When we were doing the pre-show, you know, dew was all over. It's quite moist conditions.
You come from Bangladesh, you tell me, I am a visitor. But this feels very strange. I've never been in winters in Bangladesh for a cricket series or a cricket gig, and so didn't realize it would get so cold. Fielder there, cushion there. Afif will bat sensibly. You get that feeling when he's on view that he'll not make a lot of mistakes. 73 for 4.
Runs, the 9th over, but that wicket, that one in white, that white dot, Imon I think makes a lot of difference. Zafif and Imon were stitching together partnership. Still, Omar's high to follow. In the slot, clean strike, well done in the deep. One hand was enough. Put the left hand down on time, did Mustafizur Rahman, certainly saving a couple of runs.
Indeed, excellent fielding effort. He had to track this down very quickly. Good shot, good cricket all around. Yeah, bend low, he's got long arms.
Slows it down, smartly bowled. Just to refer back to what we were discussing in the previous over, Ramesh bhai, it's the key feature. You find you in this part of the world in Bangladesh, and winter season, peak for cricket. Don't expect much rain, but dew does play its part, a lot of it, and that's where the experience comes in. I was having a chat with the chief curator for the BCB, Tony Hemming, just before this game. Hit downtown. Coming back for the second, well done. He was telling me, no matter what, due is going to be there, even though it was slightly lesser yesterday. I was just questioning, there's wind blowing, does it dry down? It didn't.
Very difficult. Only our friend who comes in the break with a speedy car can do something about the dew. The wiping session in the break. Good flattered delivery from the left armour. The game demands him to stay out there, and so even a dot at this stage really will not hurt the cause. To be sensible, they need a partnership, and that's beautifully fielded. Sliding, but making sure that he held on to that ball. It's difficult fielding conditions. Mentioned it so many times. You're sliding, you're skidding, you're never in control. There's a certain way of holding the ball when it's wet, so it challenges you.
Bit of a pause. Displaced it well has Ethan Brooks. Take a single and retain the strike. 12 gone. Sylhet Titans 81 for 4. The onus is on Afif and Brooks to enhance this partnership. Flowers in the house. Reverse, deployed, boundary up to 19 deliveries, well played, Ethan Brooks.
Seems to be an expert playing that shot. Not the first time that he's attempted it. First time he's found the fence. Really was well struck. Position early. Strong miss. Made it happen very much. He had no chance in the end. Really was well struck.
Alice Islam called up by Nurul Sancho on the catch. Brought on from the bush for a cementing. For my liking, at least, I think it was too full. That occasion again goes on to show the importance of gripping the ball. The key feature of this partnership has been they've run really well between the wickets.
Crowds can feel rhythm building up. 23 of 20 partnership. Afif has got to continue with the way he's batting, and I think Brooks can be the improviser. Take the attack to the opposition, but they need a partnership, maybe another 50 runs to the effort to stabilize the damage.
Oh, he too goes for the reverse. Loud shout. Asif Yaqub from Pakistan reckons it would have gone to miss on the off stump with the angle. Next up, rather.
Yeah, dramatic appeal from the keeper, from the captain. He wanted a decision. He's a goodish over, so we take needless risks. 4 wickets down. He's not as apt as his partner at playing that shot. Just a little bit awkward playing it. Not as natural as Brooks has been.
Oh, Nick there. Quick one, close, standing close to the stumps. Not easy, but it was there.
So there I can understand that he's the leader, so his mind is working overtime, but he's got to be a keeper first. Let go a simple chance.
and enthusiasm. He's asked for it. Review taken. Going over to Sylhet.
Honorable Director, we have a fair review for LBW. On field decision is not out. Check the field. It's a fair delivery. Front on first, please. Ball is close to the bat. Can I have outrage, please? Copy that. Keep it rolling through. Keep it rolling through. The ball has clearly hit the head first. You can go for the ball tracking when ready, please. Original decision is not out. Ball pitching outside off. Gives an umpire's call. Wickets hitting. Going back to Asif on field. Asif, you can stay with your not out decision. Please stand by. You can signal not out now.
It is a game of fine margins. 13 done, 88 for 4. Yeah, the fizz has been the most economical and he still has 3 more to bowl. Of the 7, Chauhan does have options in hand. Straight away he's been brought back. This is a positive from the skipper.
Yeah, he can go till the 18th over, so that means pressure on the opposition. Just hope that he's bowled out, so he's out there for the next 3 overs. Raja Nafe is there as a sub. This was excellent cricket all round. Good call by the skipper to ask for a review, and the umpire felt that it wasn't 100% and he was right as well. Inches away from target. But a correct decision made, I think. Difficult to line him up. He's so clever, Mr. Fizu. Variations with accuracy, a lot of discipline. He seems to be always, invariably, a step ahead of the opposition. He missed it completely. Didn't read the lack of pace on it. Slackened it to 117.3.
No wonder he's been at the top all over the world. Connects on this occasion, finds the gap as well. Ethan Brooks trumps Mustafiz with a boundary.
That is some shot. It's a shovel, it's wristy and it's picked off. In position early and didn't require a lot of effort. Yeah, beautifully played. Found the gap, and that's where he's been very, very impressive so far. He's on 20 now, 16.
That prompts the change of the field. Deep mid wicket now deployed by Chauhan. Mid-on comes inside. He's playing it well. He's playing well now. Coming back for the second. Not the best of throws. Make it.
He's so fast between the wickets. Ridho is quick. He did everything in his power to make it tough for Brooks, but have a look at him. Touch and off he went. Fantastic running, good sprinting.
He's gone deep into the crease on both occasions after being deceived by the cutter in the second delivery. And That's how he comes back, Mustafizur.
The other thing that he does so well, Mustafiz, he comes back very strongly after being hit for a 4 or a 6. So you attack him, you feel that you've got him ruffled, but he always has a response. Hallmark of a very fine athlete who's temperamentally strong.
Just saw Litonda standing a bit off. Have a word with Mustafiz. Oh, inside edge. Almost chopped it on. It's a nice battle in this over. After 14, the Titans are 94 for 4. Yeah, these are the projections. Current run rate gets up to 134. 6 overs to go, 6 wickets in hand. I think they will try to get to 150 with Omar Zai to follow. Alice continues. This is good running yet again. Putting pressure on the fielder and forcing that lapse.
Yeah, I mean, that is excellent running, making ones into twos. Unfortunately, had no chance in the air, and he missed it completely. So that is pressure. Pressure of Brooks running.
Afif is fast as well, it's quick. Just want to pick on Norathan Chauhan, the Rangpur Riders skipper. Previous overall is bowled. It was a fantastic review to take. Yes, it was umpire's call. So he's wearing those hats and you asked him to be a keeper first. So keeper plus captain behind the stumps. Also getting Mustafizur to bowl the previous one. Now that is class. Class from Afif. Finesse. 400 up on the board.
That is such a special cut shot. Used the pace so well. Got a good angle from Alice. He wanted to spin back. He had exposed the stumps, so created that angle for himself. A brave shot and a great shot in the air.
Clean strike. Protection there. Actually loving the battle within the battle here, Ramiz bhai.
I mean, this partnership is a good one. Comeback partnership, 38 of 34. Brooks finally finding some form. It's turning out to be a good decision to send him up before Omar Zai, because the innings needed a steady hand, and he's been more than that. Well, that's gone all the way. I think that's made the distance. Beautiful 6. He's been so good with that angle over mid-wicket. It's a shovel. Not really a powerful hit, but the timing was so good that it went all the way.
Making room for himself. Over-pitched. Was expecting the bowler to follow him. And then effortless. Just deploy the wings, deposit in the banks. Here at the Sylhet International. They are up on their feet. Full house. They love it. And then come out the soft hands. Turned out to be an expensive over from Ali Al-Islam. 14 runs on the 15. 5 more overs to go. The Titans are 108 for 4.
experiment of sending Ethan Brooks at number 6 have paid very nicely to our Sylhet Titans. A partnership of 45 of 36 and Ethan Brooks looking dangerous. Ali Islam bowling in the slot, and that was deposited pretty easily by the Englishman. Trying to reverse sweep it. I thought the option was right with the ball going away from the left arm of Mazhar, short third man in the circle. Ethan Brooks would be kicking himself, not getting in any part of the bat.
Yeah, the intentions were very right, the execution wasn't. This partnership surely deserves some credit. They are 39 for 3 in the power plays. Between 7 to 15, they managed to score 69 runs, losing just 1 wicket. So that laid the platform for them for the late launch now. Change of field again. Short cut goes back. Deep point comes inside the circle.
Inside part of the bat just for a single. Parvez Hussain Imran is one of the players to watch out for in the BPL. And I thought he was undone by Mrityunjoy. A couple of deliveries, Mazhar, we're going to have a look. And this is before delivery, back on the ring, bounce. Crash towards extra cover for a boundary. And almost a similar length, or probably on the slightly short side. Look at the bounce variations. But I still thought playing down the ground with a straight up back foot punch would have been a better option. And playing his first game, trying to make an impression with Mrityunjoy in place of Naid Rana. He was elated at that moment. In the air, mid-wicket in phase, and he'll be a mere spectator. Afif Hussain turning the lead on. That's an excellent hit for mid-wicket for a maximum.
That 6 also brings up the 50 partnership between these two. Outstanding hitting from Afif. Just stood the ground. Outstanding connection. Blistering contact. That sound alone told the story. Oh. Lot of panache and style in it.
A short arm jab by Afif Hussain did not go through with the stroke, but found the timing. Top edge, shot third man in place, clears him. A maximum in the previous ball and 4 to follow with. 10 runs of 2, certainly a 170 on the card for the Sylhet Titans.
That's very clever from Afif. At one point he tried to check that shot. That was a slower delivery. Third man inside the circle. Even an outside edge will take the ball towards the fence. Momentum now slowly shifting towards Sylhet. Thanks to these two batters in the middle, the crowds are on their feet. Absolutely electrifying here in Sylhet.
So it's a call. Running the first one on, and Ethan Brooks, he was always ready for the second one. Last 11 deliveries, 27 runs. That's how well these two players have played today.
Must mention the fact that these two batters also absorbed the pressure initially and now slowly but gradually starting to open up. Calmness under pressure is what separates the good from the great.
Find the middle of the bat should be just a single. An expensive over comes to 14 runs from the 16th over. Is 122 for 4. Also, it's time after the 16th over for the Bosundara Cement strategic timeout. 4 overs to go, 122 for 4 with Brooks and Nafeef well in, and yet to come Azmatullah Umarzai. He was superb. He's got a half century. He'll be itching to get out there. Certainly the 4 overs going to be very important in the outcome of the game.
Bangladesh Cricket Board President Amin Islam Bulbul is in the house. Fahim Ashraf comes in. He's got 2 overs left. So does Mustafiz. So I assume Fiz and Ashraf to bowl the last 4 overs.
Of 42 deliveries. Fahim Ashraf will bit off in the circle. Nicely ball back off the length straight away. Hitting the bat hard. Ethan Brooks will probably target Fahim Ashraf, looking at the field towards mid wicket. Long on, even a paddle scoop with the short 5 leg in place.
Yes, BCB President Amin Islam Bulbul alongside Iftikhar Mitu, BCB Director. It's a success for the Bangladesh Cricket Board, must say, for Aziz Maroof. The crowd's coming in numbers, enjoying the proceedings here in Sylhet. Here comes Ashraf.
Missed out. It was a slow ball into the pitch. The partnership certainly has turned things round for Sylhet Titans. 60 of 44 deliveries right from the word go. Ethan Brooks especially, he meant business. I thought at that occasion he was too early to the stroke. The ball never turned up.
And this has been a crucial partnership for Sylhet. They laid the platform actually for the late launch. At one point they were 39 for 3 in the power plays. Nice recovery.
Kept low. Just like the dismissal of Parvez Salimon. Slow ball into the pitch. Kept low for the para-hitter Ethan Brooks. 60 of 45 deliveries. I think this can be the difference in the end, as the pitch is getting little tired, on ball keeping a bit low. The contributions equal, 30 by Brooks, 30 by Afif.
They played all across the ground, absorbed the pressure initially, but after that, slowly but gradually, getting that flow off the bat. Some clean hitting from both the batters.
For the 3rd time, excellent stuff by Fahim Ashraf, understanding the situation of the game, conditions of the pitch. He's using all his experience against a young cricketer in Ethan Brooks.
Yeah, using the slower delivery to perfection. He bowled the first delivery 130k. Since then it's 117, 112 and 113. Very sagacious stuff from Fahim Ashraf.
I reckon having a good base and swinging through the line will be a better option for Ethan Brooks. That's better. I don't think there was any pace to work with. Fahim Ashraf, he has only one thing in mind against Ethan Brooks, and that to take the pace off.
Yeah, the batters are expecting some pace to play some shots, but at the moment Fahim Ashraf nicely adjusted. That's the experience of playing all across the world for these.
Pace on the first delivery, the next one pace off. Ethan Brooks, a young man, is relatively young in his career. He has to put up with the experience of Fahim Ashraf. So far, the Pakistani all-rounder has come on top. Another slow delivery in the pitch. A brilliant over by Fahim Ashraf. Just 3 singles from the 17 is 125 for 4. Now 3 overs remaining, 125-4. I reckon in these conditions a minimum of 155, 160 Looking at how the conditions are in the middle, it's quite chilly, dewy conditions. It's going to be important the next 3 overs that the Sylhet Titans pull up their socks. They be up against Mustafiz, who've got 2 more overs to come. 1 for 10 in his first couple of overs. He dismissed the skipper of Sylhet Titans, Mendias and Miraj. Fiz will bowl the 18th and the 20th. Oh, beautifully bowled, but unlucky for Fiz. That found the gap perfectly. Afif was saying he cannot believe his luck.
Would you believe it? What a delivery. Undone the batter completely, but still it goes for a boundary. Premeditated again. Undone by that slower delivery from Mustafiz. Still finds the gap. Leading edge over the fielder's head. So luck favouring Afif and Sylhet.
Yeah, beautifully bowled by Fiz. Bowling round the wicket to left hand. That's a tactic he used yesterday. Continues for today as well. In the slot. Extra cover says mine. David Malan. And takes an easy catch. Again, the trademark Fiz slower delivery gets the job done. On this occasion, Afif Hussain succumbs.
Yeah, you have to give a lot of credit to Fahim Ashraf to bowl that previous over, conceding just 3. So the pressure was mounting on Afif, and that slower ball worked like silence, winning the argument in the end. Tried to heave that one. Malan keeping his eyes and completes a good catch in the end. Afif departs after scoring a well-made 46 of 31. Sylhet 129 for 5.
Umarzai, fresh from a half century in the previous game against Dhaka Capitals. Man of the match performance, picked up 3 wickets as well. Boxing at number 7. He can pack a punch, and he's up against one of the best going around in the world. Change of pace this occasion. He hit the deck hard. Certainly mixing his pace. This was a wicket. Outside the yaw stump, trying to probably go over long off. And then Afif Hussain, if he had gone over extra cover, try and go over David Malan would have been a better choice, but nevertheless, a useful contribution by Afif.
A magician with the ball, Mustafiz. Projected score, if they go about this red, they go on to post 148, but I'm sure they must be eyeing someone near 160. But for that, they need to score over 12 runs per over. It's not going to be easy.
Square leg in place. Should be taken. And dropped. Oh, Mithunjoy Chowdhury is making a comeback into the side in face of Naid Rana. He had ample time to get underneath it. Butterfingers.
Was hanging in the air for ages. Another cutter from Mustafiz. At one point, Ethan Brooks may have his heart on his mouth. Oh, just popped out. Oh, you can see the reaction.
Brilliant reactions by the owners in the box. Thought they had it. And at this level, got to be said, Maza, they should be gobbled. Mithunjoy Chowdhury was not too bad with the ball. He's picked up 1 wicket. He has gone for 10 runs per over in his very first game. 401 wickets for Mustafiz. That is phenomenal. Economy underrated for a bowler who mostly bowls his overs in the power play and in the death. He's just brilliant. Bowled again into the pitch. Ethan Brooks again, not for the first time, too early to the stroke. 132 for 5. Last couple of overs, Rangpur Riders have pulled things back quite nicely. Just 10 runs of 2 overs. Fahim Ashraf gave away just 3 runs. Mustafiz in the last over gave away only 7 runs. And they'll be hoping Ashraf and Faiz will finish strong. On his eye, 2 of 2. Couple of deliveries, sighters, and he'll certainly will target Fahim Ashraf. In the slot, and good bit of